This is Trey Pastor. Welcome to my review of Nocturnal Animals. This movie stars Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Michael Shannon, Michael Sheen. I'm trying to think who else is in there. There's another guy, the guy that was in Godzilla. I can't remember his name. The guy who played Quicksilver in the Avengers movie. I can't remember the actor's name. Anyway, Nocturnal Animals. This is basically the story of Susan, Amy Adams' character. She's an art, I guess, collector or art curator, I guess, in Los Angeles, and she lives with her husband, played by what's his name, Armie Hammer, and she's living a kind of an unfulfilled marriage. You know, her husband's a businessman, and he's cheating on her at the time, and you know, he's all the way in business all the time, and she's kind of living, kind of going through the motions as it is. And one day she receives a novel. Her husband's out of town. She receives a novel from her first husband, her ex-husband, Edward, played by Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a novel called Nocturnal Animals, hence the title there. And she reads it, and it's basically a story that causes her to reminisce, of course, about her first marriage to Edward. Her, I guess you could say her high school or her first love, and his first love. Okay, and she reads the novel, and basically they show you flashbacks of their marriage, and they also show you her interpretation of his novel, which is a haunting tale of revenge. And it's a powerful movie. This movie is written and directed by Tom Ford, and it's a haunting movie. I love the way this movie is shot, and you get great performances out of course, Jake Gyllenhaal as usual, Amy Adams. I can't remember the guy's name. Michael, especially Michael Shannon as well. He gives a great supporting performance. And also, I can't remember the guy's name, the actor's name. I can't remember his name. It's in my life. The guy that played Quicksilver in the Avengers movie. He gives a great performance as well. And it's a really, this movie is a lot of symbolism in this movie, a lot of life lessons in this movie as well. And I don't want to spoil it too much by going into detail about it, but it's a haunting movie. And again, it causes people to reevaluate, specifically her character, Susan, to reevaluate her life and her life choices and stuff and things that she makes. And also you get, to see her interpretation of that revenge, you know, the novel, which is basically a revenge tale about a husband about a husband. It's basically, for lack of a better word, it's basically like a interpretation of her first marriage, but a darker, revenge-filled version of her first marriage. And again, Jake Gyllenhaal gives a great performance as well, because he's basically playing two characters. He is playing two characters, and it's if you look into the meaning of it, it has a lot of symbolism of stuff that, you know, it's like a darker turn. Like basically, the Edward character, who's the first husband, he writes this tale, I guess, as a I guess in a way, I guess it's kind of his way of I don't know, venting. I would say venting, but I guess it is his way of venting and basically showing his first wife basically what they lost and stuff, I guess. And it's just, but it's a darker version of that. And it's, like I said, it's a haunting performance. And Amy Adams, I think, gives a really subtle performance, and it's chilling. But I love the actual tale of the actual scene that they show you of the book, you know, through her interpretation of it. And it's really dark and twisted. Okay, again, and that's what Michael Shannon, I think he's part of that. And he gives a, you know, really good performance as a cop in that story. And it's really haunting. And again, Amy Adams, I think, gives a great performance as this woman that's basically reflecting back on her past life and her past marriage and stuff, and her dysfunctional family with her mother, who's a real piece of work, played by Laura Linney, I think, plays her mother in this movie, and of course her first husband, played by Jake Gyllenhaal and stuff. And it's really this movie kind of haunts you, and it stays with you long after you've seen it, because you have to, you know, interpret exactly why the husband wrote the book and why exactly he sent it to his ex-wife and stuff, and what it really means underneath the surface of the characters in the novel, what it really means in real life, and or you know, her real life, not outside of the novel. and it's really dark, to say the least. And it's a really good movie. I really liked it a lot. It's one of those movies that you get a lot of meaning out of watching. You get a lot of, and it's a movie that you can see repeatedly and see different things that you miss, I think. And I'm going to give Nocturnal Animals an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's a dark tale in spots, and it's also romantic in ways, and they give you subtle clues and not so subtle clues, again, about things that happen in the movie, that happen in the novel, that really reflects, the Edward character's his really, what his real feelings are and stuff, and how people interpret, how people see him as well. And so, again, I know I'm trying to be vague, but I'm trying not to spoil certain things, because this is a movie that you have to see and then interpret it, I think, for yourself. But it's a dark movie, but it's well worth the trip. So again, Nocturnal Animals, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Great job of being, writing and directing by Tom Ford. I think a really good job. So that's what I recommend. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen Nocturnal Animals, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like this video review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, and also my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check those out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.